I wholeheartedly, 100% think that the minute you sign on the dotted line, the minute you slip your finger inside the ring, and the minute you say I do, that you relinquish about 95% of your privacy, your right to privacy, I should say.
I think that we're going to get a lot of feedback on this. A lot of people are not willing to share or relinquish that type of privacy to their spouses. So this is going to be an interesting episode. I can't wait to dig into it with you.
Well, that being said, welcome to the Real Vows Podcast. Okay, that's better. Okay, there we go. Episode 4. There was a couple takes that you didn't see, but it's okay. No, so I'm not saying that just for clicks or likes. Yeah. And I think that's another problem, yet again, that plagues people's marriages. They still want to hold on to that right to privacy. Yeah. And they'll do most anything, go to any length to maintain their privacy, including keeping secrets.
Yeah, I've always said that I'm not a fan of secrecy in general, of privacy. I trust that you should have some form of privacy, but if I'm sharing my body with you, I feel like you kind of have to forfeit a good portion of that.
Is there a distinction between privacy and secrecy?
Yes, absolutely. I personally think like with privacy, it's just more of a control thing, right? Hey, I like having my phone passcode. I like, being able to have the autonomy over my phone, right? Where secrecy is like, oh, she's coming in the room. Let me have my phone, right? Or you deleting your browser history. Like it's a difference. I just think that some people just like having some sense of self, some sense of individualism. So
the phone thing.
Yeah.
Is massive.
Yes.
I feel like we guard our phones better than the government guards secrets about Area 51. I mean, people are so, like, their hands are glued to their phones.
Yeah.
And I want to know, what is it about the phone that keeps people from wanting to give it up freely?
I mean, I think like if you're hiding your phone, there's a reason why you're hiding your phone. I know people who put their phone on like airplane mode. People put their phones on silent when they're before they go to bed, right? And some people just don't even have each other's passcodes. I mean, to each his own. Our relationship is a little bit different where we kind of have full access to each other's phone. But with that being said, I just kind of feel like that gives me a little bit of peace where I don't even need to go through your phone because you've given me.
Okay, we'll get there. Okay. Stand on it right now.
Sure.
Should you have my passcode?
I don't see why I shouldn't.
Don't see why you shouldn't.
I don't see a reason why I shouldn't.
Okay.
Because that would then fall into the category of secrecy, if you ask me.
Or privacy.
I mean, but the thing is, like, I would grant you the privacy if I feel like you're not being secret. If I feel like you're holding secrets from me, or you just don't want me to have your passcode, then it makes me kind of wonder. And then now you know me, I told you, I said my brain is very active in its imagination. So that's not your problem, so to speak. But I do feel like if you are just open about, hey, this is what my passcode is, I'm probably not going to even check.
Well, I choose to be open. Now, imagine if I did not choose to be open. I think the problem is, the thing that we're not really expressing is that there's a razor thin line.
It is.
Between privacy and secrecy.
Very fine line.
Because you can go from one to the other quick, fast, in a hurry.
Heartbeat.
In a super heartbeat, right? So what are some of the things that you think people need to keep private on their phone versus what they want to keep a secret on their phone?
Need to keep private? Mm-hmm. I don't think that there's... Okay, so need to keep private and not from...
No, hold on.
Go ahead.
I asked specifically.
All right.
They want to keep private.
Okay.
But they need to keep a secret.
Okay. They want to keep private.
I'll give an example.
Yes, please give me an example for sure.
They need to keep DMs from other people a secret. Do you agree or disagree with that statement? If I receive DMs on my DM.
Yes.
That may be like, hey, I saw you on your podcast the other night. You look pretty nice. I'm going to reach out and talk to you.
Yes. Okay.
Should I tell you that or should I keep that a secret?
Yes.
Why do you need to know that?
Because then it seems secretive. Because, for instance, if I pick up your phone in the middle of the night.
Why would you be doing that in the first place?
Because I just feel so inclined
This is the conversation I feel like people need to be having.
I can't speak for all women because I know some women who just like, hey, you know what goes on in the dark is always going to come out in the light. I'm one of those people where I don't feel the need to check your phone. But if I want to be inclined to check your phone, I want to feel like I have that ability. So if I pick up your phone and you didn't share the fact that you had some chick in your DMs it's going to be a problem, because then now it comes across as secretive, rather than say, hey babe, let me show you this. Like, this chick was in my DMs last night. We might laugh together, right, about it. But if you don't tell me and I stumble across it, now we got a problem.
In all honesty, you have my passcode, your fingerprint also unlocks my phone. Yes. So she has complete access.
Well, it's just in the case of emergency.
Nah, that's bullshit. That's not the reason why. But still, the question is, you said if I pick up your phone in the middle of the night. Yes. Let's dissect that.
I get bored sometimes.
So why is my phone entertainment for you?
I get a little bored, and I'm like, well, here's the thing.
No, there's some trauma there. There's something there. There's a trauma. There's an insecurity there.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Here we go.
Okay. So my husband is not secretive. I would never say you're a secretive person.
I'm private?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a private person. So sometimes my mind gets a little bit curious as to what is he being so private about? And I get curious. And I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes my insecurities, right? Because I feel like we all have insecurities. I know for sure I'm gonna claim mine, right? And sometimes I just need to know that we're good. So if in the middle of the night I may be like, oh, here's his phone and quick check, and okay, he good, we good, we solid.
I feel like that's very polarizing.
Okay.
And I still feel like there's going to be some people who think that there's some kind of psychosis there, some kind of insecurity there, especially if I've not given you a reason or excuse to think I'm using my phone for a nefarious purpose. You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm. I can't say that you're
okay,
wrong. I don't really have an argument with that, because that could be so, right? I like to believe that everyone has a little bit of insecurity in them when it comes down to their spouse. Even if, you have these periods in time, and I'm trying to stay on topic, but you have these periods in time where the bedroom is cold, right? You have these periods of time where you're not communicating as much. You have these periods of time where you feel with your own body, you feel insecure. Like, I don't look as good. Maybe I got a little stuff going on, pudge here, little fat there, pocket there. And sometimes you don't feel as sexy. So then if the bedroom is cold, you already feeding your own insecurities. It has nothing to do with your partner. But if I
may be feeding into insecurity as well.
Right. Okay. If the bedroom's cold, right? Mm-hmm. So then I'm like, okay, now I need to kind of investigate. Now I want to make sure ain't nothing going on there. You know what I mean? So then that's when you pick up the phone, and I'm not saying that it's right.
It's confirmation bias.
Yeah.
You feel a certain way and you're looking for something to justify your feelings.
Why am I feeling this way? Why is the bedroom cold? Why do I feel insecure? Why is my spouse not intimate with me as much, or, affectionate as much?
At the risk of invasion of privacy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yes. I didn't say it was right, but you got to understand.
You know what? I respect that. I respect that.
I'm just saying.
The difference is I don't care.
But you have some spouses who do.
Right?
Right.
And so this is going to lead into more, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Most 95% of Americans, people, do online banking.
Yes.
The same thumbprint that opens my phone opens my bank account. Mm-hmm. You then have access
to all of your bank accounts.
So all my bank account information.
As I should.
As I think you should.
Do, but okay.
You think that people should have private bank accounts?
Okay, so I know that there's couples who don't share the same bank account. Mm-hmm. I know that there's couples who have multiple bank accounts, right? I personally just feel like when you have your vows and you swear to, share your body and one flesh, mm-hmm. right? I feel like that also means finances.
Sure.
And also just because in case if something happens, I need to have full access to what is happening with your finances, right? With your will, right? Like with the house. You should have full access to being able to, in case of an emergency, I'm not gonna have to fight the courts to get a hold of your bank account.
You wouldn't have to fight the courts anyway. I feel like, again, the problem is with this particular conversation, I'm trying to navigate it from a devil's advocate standpoint.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because you have 100% access to 100% of mm-hmm. everything. I'm perfectly fine with that.
But there's couples who don't.
There's couples who don't. There's couples who have exit money, as they say. Right? Yeah. Because I'll tell you, hey, I'm setting aside a couple $1,000s in case the AC breaks.
Correct.
In case we need a new roof.
Yes.
Where you may be setting aside a couple of $1,000s in case I jump stupid and you got to get a divorce attorney.
Okay, so I'm going to touch on this, right? I don't think that's fair.
How so?
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
I'm only gonna speak from a woman's standpoint, especially a woman who is in a vulnerable situation, right? So if you're a stay-at-home mom and your husband is paying all the bills, and God forbid one day he acts stupid. I'm not saying that it's right, but I can completely understand, hey, let me stash a little cash to the side just in case. Because just in case, nobody's perfect, right? I don't think that you would ever do anything to wrong me or to cheat or step out on me. But in the case, let's not pretend to be oblivious to the fact that men and women leave each other every day, right?
All the time. Women file for divorce more than men by a large percentage.
But that's not what we're arguing. We're arguing the divorce rate in general.
I need exit cash. According to statistics.
Why would you need exit cash
because
if you're the breadwinner?
Not necessarily.
No, I'm just make it make sense. If you're the breadwinner and I'm the one that's vulnerable, I'm the one that doesn't work, right? Why should I not be like, okay, let me just stash a little money to the side. It's just a case. And this money is not necessarily, I don't want to call it exit money. I think that's a bad thing, right? I don't want to call it exit money, but it could just be a rainy day fund, right? Where I think it's smart for women to say, you know what, let me stash cash to the side for a rainy day. And if the AC clunks out and it's $7,000, then I put a rainy day fund.
That's what I'm doing. But the thing is, you would hide money and not tell me.
I think it's a safe.
It's exit money. It's exit money.
You call it exit money. I call it a safe haven, because at the end of the day, a woman who's home, who is completely vulnerable to her husband, and like I said, people are not perfect and people get divorced every day, right? I call it a safe haven.
We've been told that is, if a man is a breadwinner.
Yes.
If you give him the power to feed you. You
give him the power to starve you. And that's facts. It's true. Like, it shouldn't be that way. But the truth of the matter is the truth. This is the society we live in today. You know, I mean, I don't know the percentages. Maybe you will, as far as the divorce rate is concerned, right?
I think 80% are initiated by women. That's what
We're not talking about who initiated. I'm just saying in general, okay?
Oh, of married couples that get divorced?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That I don't know. I don't know it's super high. I want to say somewhere between 40 and 50% of marriages don't work, though.
And then you know that on the second marriage, it
exponentially gets worse.
Exactly, right?
So
you're more likely to get divorced than you are to stay married the second go.
So here's the thing. Back to the topic of privacy.
Yes.
Versus secrecy.
Yes.
If I knew that you were hoarding $10,000 worth of cash, I would feel better about
It's not hoarding.
About the trust between us.
Okay.
If you were hiding something like that, if you were hiding a nest egg that you could pay our house off or do something, I would feel a little bit betrayed. Especially if I'm the quote unquote breadwinner. You see me working hard, and here you go taking all your royalties and taking all the stuff that you got, squirreling it away, which you probably are in some kind of way. And then here we go. Now I'm like, man, you could have said something.
I mean, need to know basis. Just know this, if we ever get a pickle, just know that I got our back. I'm just saying, I got your back. Just come see about me, and I got you. Okay. Let's stay on topic with the privacy. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Privacy versus secrecy. Mm-hmm. If I delete my browser history.
You know I hate that.
I know you do. That's why I don't do it.
And no, that's not true.
No, you think I do.
Okay, so let me say this. Your browser history is on a day-to-day thing. That means that anytime that you pick up your phone, anytime you're on Chrome or website, Instagram or whatever, all that shit should be right there in your
It all is.
Your browser history.
It all is.
Okay, so if I pick up your phone, not that I should.
That you do, but you do.
If I pick up your phone and I see no browser history for
You
August,
never see that. You never see that.
It's been
You
there.
never see that.
My gosh.
You're telling a lie. Here's the truth. If she doesn't find porn or if she doesn't find some naked women, I must have deleted it.
Well, yeah.
Why?
Because if that's the case, then everybody should have a browser history.
I have a browser history every day.
What I'm saying is that there's times that not recently, but I'm saying there's been times where I've checked your phone and you have had no browser history.
You've never done that.
Oh my gosh.
Have you? What's in here? How strong is this?
We're not having an argument. Can we stay on topic?
Well, what if I said, you know what? Put my phone down. Don't pick it up again.
Then we have a problem. So that's relationship to relationship situation, right? It's situational because I have friends who have husbands and wives, right? And they say, don't pick up my phone. And guess what? They don't. And that's their arrangement. It just won't fly with you and me. It doesn't fly in our relationship. But that's why I think that you do what's best for the relationship, not like the rules that apply for you and I won't apply for everybody else.
It doesn't fly because I don't push the issue. I'm asking you here and now in front of all these two people that's watching us. Mm-hmm. If I push the issue and said, hey, I don't want you to pick my phone up ever again, what you doing with that?
That's not gonna fly. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Only because we've already set our boundaries. We already set up parameters, right?
People change, people evolve.
I hear you, but that wouldn't fly in this marriage. So
that's very interesting.
Yeah, it wouldn't fly. No. Because then I'm gonna feel like you're being secretive. It comes across as secretive.
Why don't I pick your phone up? Ever.
You know, I don't know why men don't pick up women's phones like that. I mean, I know that there's men who do, right? Let me ask you, why don't you pick up my phone?
I don't have a need to pick your phone up.
Why?
I don't feel like I need to pick your phone up. I don't know how to explain it. I don't feel the need to pick your phone up in the least bit.
You're not even like a little bit curious.
If one of you, Tavia call you, your best friend, she call you.
Okay.
I'm like, Tavia call you, don't put your phone down. I don't even answer it for you.
Right.
I don't want nothing to do with your phone.
I know. Well, women are just more curious. We're just more curious.
Is that the word you're going to use, curious?
Well, I'm going to say me. I don't want to say women because I don't want to put all women in my category.
Okay.
But I can say that I'm a very curious woman. And I just need to feel confident. I need to feel, and it could be some trauma there. You know that I have trauma.
Yes, but that's my problem because now we explain to people that we've been together for 24 years.
Yes.
What trauma have I put you through that we got to pick my phone up?
No, it's not even you.
So it ain't trauma.
It's not trauma from you. But that doesn't mean I don't have trauma.
We've been together for 24 years. You should be healed from whatever trauma I wasn't the one to inflict on you at this point.
I hear you.
So it's not trauma anymore. It's something else.
I just need to know. I'm a person who just needs to know. I'm very inquisitive, and I need to know.
All right. Privacy. Mm-hmm. My location. Share my location with you.
Okay.
Which I also do. I have no problem with it.
Yes.
A lot of times I'm sitting at my desk during the day, so it's
most times.
Most times. Yeah. So you're not gonna see me going anywhere.
Yeah.
Do you feel like if I turn my location off, that would be an issue?
Well, why are you turning off your location?
I can't do nothing, apparently.
I'm going to come across real insecure.
This is
but
you.
That's not the situation. My thought process is, why do you need to turn your location off? The only reason why you would turn your location off is because you don't want to be found. You want to be found out. You want to get caught up. You don't want to have to explain yourself. Tons of different reasons why you turn off your location.
Okay. There's nothing in Victoria's Secret for me. There's nothing in Ulta for me.
Yeah.
But if I should so happen to want to pick something up from Ulta or Victoria's Secret. And it'd be a surprise. You've killed your own blessing by saying, what you doing there?
Not necessarily, right? Because I don't just pick up my phone and be like, let me see where he at. What is he at, right? No, I'm not doing that. No. Like, I don't do that. Like, I'll check your location if you're going out somewhere and it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, let me make sure he's good. Where is he at? Okay, he's da-da-da-da. Yeah. All right, cool. But other than that, I'm not, like, when you walk out the door to go get gas or go to the grocery store, I'm not like, let me see if he's exactly where he's supposed to be.
That's fair.
No, I don't do that.
I don't think that's much of a hot button topic, but you have to understand, you and I are mostly homebodies.
Yes.
You and I mostly know where we're at. Like, we check in and say, hey, I'm going to me personally.
Yeah.
I'm going to the gas station. I'm going to Best Buy. I'll tell you what I'm picking up from Best Buy.
Yes.
I'll tell you I'm bringing some Starbucks on the way home. I called you and say, oh, by the way, I'm stopping by the grocery store.
Hence the reason why I don't feel like I need to be checking Google Maps to see where you are.
But check my phone for every other thing else.
That's just my own. I need to feel secure.
Sure.
And some women just need to feel secure. Men too, sometimes. And I'm not saying that it's right, people. And maybe I need to see a counselor about it. I don't freaking know. I don't know what's right and what's wrong, right? All I know is that we signed up for better, for worse, rich or poor, and all these things, sharing our body. Why are we not sharing our phone and our passcodes? That's just my thought process.
And I'm telling you, that's okay with me.
Okay.
Because as I said in my opening statement, believe you forfeit some of your right to privacy.
Okay. All right.
But
so there's that.
User beware, your mileage may vary. Now, you also have to remember, most people are coming to a relationship. They came as single people who are now merging their lives. Which means they have baggage and they have experience. Right. And they're used to having their own autonomy. They're used to having their own privacy. Yeah. And now you're having to share that with a person that's saying, I need access to you at all times.
Oh, yeah.
Where previously no one had access to them.
So that's why I say you create your own boundaries when it comes down to this particular topic, because you have to do what's best for you. I know there's people who, like you said, come from different walks of life, married, divorced, have kids, no kids, right? And then they merge and they come together as one. And neither one of them check each other's phones because both of them like their independence. They've had the independence the entire time. Why should they lose that now, right? And they're both okay with that. And if you, both of you are okay with that, there's no, what's the issue?
I think independence in a relationship is oxymoronic. Independence is separation from an entity. Isn't it not? That's the definition of independence, right?
Yes.
Right? The Declaration of Independence, we separated ourselves from England.
Yep.
That's not what marriage is supposed to be. You're supposed to actually come together.
Well, that's why you should have each other's passcodes and bank accounts. Just saying.
Okay.
Right?
I'm okay with it. Tell them. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Where they heard it. But you hear from the person who's saying it. Like, that's what I said. Right?
All right. I'm cool with it.
Okay.
All right. So those are small little details or examples of individual privacy.
Correct.
I think that's part of an overarching theme where there's marriage privacy.
Okay.
How much of your marriage do you share with other people?
Ooh.
Real quick, and I want to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Before we got married, and man, it's been so long. I can't remember who said this. But they said the one piece of advice that they can give
I remember.
is keep your marriage to yourself.
Yes.
I thought that was mind-blowing at the time.
Yeah.
I still hold it to be a truth.
Yeah.
However, there's caveats to that.
Agreed.
And the reason why I say that is because if I was abusing you, manipulating you, mentally, physically, emotionally,
Right.
and said, well, don't tell anybody about our marriage,
Right.
I could be keeping you in a situation where it's not conducive.
Correct.
However, I do think if we're not having sex or I'm I don't know if we're not having sex or I'm overly aggressive.
Yeah.
In your opinion, well, aggressive is still abuse. But whatever it is, you don't want to give people either ammunition.
Yes.
To judge your marriage or convince you that you're not in a place where you need to be based on how they feel. I mean, there's a lot of moving pieces. But I think one of the things we need to do is keep the details of your marriage within the confines of the two people in it.
Yes.
Which is what we're not doing right now.
Share it with the world.
All right. But that's my stance on that.
Okay. So for me, like you said, the caveats are there, right? I like to believe that it's healthy to be able to have conversations, not technically about super important things that you shouldn't share, right? Like, I don't think my best friend don't need to know about my finances with my husband, right? That is not something that she needs to know, right? But maybe I'm having a hard time with like body issues. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't feel sexy in the bedroom and I'm not feeling myself and I don't know how to like be intimate with my husband anymore. Maybe she can give me a few like help.
Some pointers?
Thank you. Maybe she can give me some pointers to say, hey, you know what? Do this. Go to Victoria's Secret and go get an outfit on. Like, no, we'll go work out. Right? Whatever the situation is. That can be, it depends on what you're telling and how you tell it.
Okay.
Right? You also have some friends that want to see you fail in your marriage.
That's the reason why that person.
So you have to be careful about who you confide in.
Whatever it is in life.
Yes.
Whether you're starting a business, getting a degree, there's going to be some people who just want to see you fail. They don't necessarily want to see you fail. They just don't want you doing better than them.
They don't want to see you win.
They don't want to see you win.
So you have to be very cautious about who you call your friends, which is why I think that just having a solid 2 or 3 friends is all that you really need. So to get back to that conversation, I believe in confiding in friends, but even then you should have parameters and boundaries on how much you share with them, because you'd be surprised that when you start to share all of this information with someone, it takes one argument for you to have with your girlfriend or your guy, right? And then you say that your wife ain't doing this. Okay, I gave you some information and you just now used it against me, right? So you have to be very cautious. Like I always say, you have that weapon, I have the ammo, and I just gave you everything that you need
to use against
me.
Sure.
Right? And so I'm not really a fan of sharing too much information, but sharing enough where if it's a positive friend, because I have friends who are just associates and I'm like, that chick ain't trying to see me win, right? She ain't happy in her own marriage. So why she ain't gonna give me good advice? You know what I'm saying? So you just have to know who you can confide in, and even then be cautious about what you share with that person.
I don't like separating that's a woman thing, that's a man thing.
Okay, but it's a thing.
I think it's a woman thing.
What part?
All of what you just said. Because mostly, if and when I'm out with my guys, I don't share nothing about us.
Yeah, but do they share stuff with you?
They might.
Okay. So don't say it's a woman thing.
Actually, you know what? No. And maybe it's because they're drawing a reflection of me. Don't ask me about my marriage. Don't ask me shit about my marriage. I'm here. We got these old fashions. Let's talk about these old fashions. Don't ask me about my marriage.
But that's not always healthy, especially for black men.
Nigga, don't ask me. Nigga, don't ask me nothing about my marriage. You ask me how my wife's doing.
Oh my goodness.
I may not like you at that moment. She good.
So then
She crazy as hell. She good.
So
don't ask me about my marriage.
So let me ask you this. If you're going through some stuff, because everybody's go through stuff, right? And you need to confide in someone. And you don't have a counselor, you don't have somebody that you can call. How do you navigate what you're going through?
Who am I going through it with?
Myself.
Who's the only person that can help me solve that problem then?
I mean, I guess me.
What the hell I'm talking to these niggas about my problems for then?
Well, sometimes you just, okay, so I'm gonna say for women. Listen.
Go ahead.
Shoot. What were you about to say?
What's she gonna do for you?
Help me.
How?
What she can do is say, hey, you know what? Hey, I think I got an idea. Like, I'm into this, and my husband kind of like this. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe I can learn something from her about this. We're gonna share a lot more and be more open with things that are wrong, all these things that's happening in a relationship. So I just feel like women, we are problem solvers.
Sure. And
not every problem, sometimes you just need an ear. It don't even have to be problem solving. Sometimes you just want somebody to listen to you.
That's what I rely on you for.
Not women. Because we know that us unloading on you all the time can be heavy, one. We also don't want to burden you with that either, right? So our idea is to, okay, I don't want to burden my husband with all the shit that we're going through. We already got kids, finances, credit, you name it, household stuff. There's always something going on. So to lighten your load and so that we don't unload on you, sometimes we want that best friend who can listen. And again, you still be cautious about how much you share. My friend shares with me, but there's certain things that she's not going to dig into. She don't dig into her sex life like that, right? Like, I don't have friends that just be like, oh, he ain't doing this and he ain't doing it. They don't do all that, right? We're not doing that. But
a lot of women do.
Yes, but I can tell you, I'm gonna say my chicks is, we different.
I agree.
Right? We talk and we share.
I feel like a lot of women voice their displeasure, especially in that arena. And for a man, that could be very embarrassing. Because you can't show up to a function.
But you won't know that she know.
Because you won't tell it. She gonna tell it.
Like, she's not gonna tell it. But she might tell it to her husband.
She gonna tell
significant
She gonna tell it to her husband. But you can't show up to the barbecue. I'm like, hey, that's the nigga that can't get it up.
Oh my gosh. We're not gonna say that.
That's why privacy.
So there's limits.
There's limits.
Right?
There's limits.
I think that there's boundaries, there's limits, but sometimes as a woman, I can tell you for sure, we just want an ear and we want somebody to unload on. And we sometimes don't want
nothing.
That. I know that's a man's outlook, right? But from a woman's standpoint, sometimes we need to unload. Sometimes we need a ladies' night and just be like, girl, let me tell you about my week. It was so stressful. And it feels so much better when you go home because you released all that pressure and tension.
Just gossiping.
I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, but it helps. I think that the women would agree when they see this.
Of course, because they all gossip.
It helps. We do from time to time, but men gossip too, but we ain't gonna get on that. That ain't the conversation.
If he gossip, he ain't a man.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's not what men do. That's what Dame Dash would say. Men don't do that. No, so but real talk. So that included, then there's also the question of transparency versus honesty.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Honesty is, if I go out, now everything was all good. Everything was cool. Good night. Transparency is this girl pulled up next to me and she started talking to me.
Do you feel like you need to tell me that?
Here's some, no, for real. I'm going to be honest. In that particular case,
yeah.
I'm not going to be transparent.
You wouldn't tell me?
No.
See, that's where you get your ass in trouble, right? Because what ends up happening is that we all got friends, right? And we have friend circles and we talk to people, and at some point somebody gonna spill the beans and be like, oh, you know what? We was out last night and this lady was talking to Jason. Oh, was she now? Mind you, this man has jumped into bed with me. We led, we sleep, we chilling, we hanging out, we watching TV. A couple of days and go by. And he says not a word. Okay, we gonna have a problem.
My question to you is,
gonna have a problem.
If I already handled it, if someone pulled up to the, if I'm sitting in a bar with my guys,
okay,
and I'm at the end, someone pulls up next to me, hey, can I buy you a drink? No, I'm good. I'm married. I thank you.
Okay.
And I'm done. Right.
Yeah.
And the conversation lasts no more than 30 seconds.
Okay.
Do I need to report that to you?
Yes.
Why?
Why should you not?
It's inconsequential to me.
Even if it's for entertainment purposes,
I
feel like, why can't we laugh about it together? The fact that you felt the need to not come tell me about it, I'd be like, and not that everything in detail needs to be told.
That's what you're saying.
If a guy comes up to me, do you need to be told? And then especially if this happens, we chilling, we go out with our friends and who their spouses, we sit at the table, and then one of my friends be like, oh, you know what? That was this real nice looking, handsome guy that approached the ocean. Oh, he was 25 and he was just crazy about her and talked about her and talked to her all night. And I'm sitting here like, turning my head. How would that make you feel in that moment amongst your peers?
So you're saying the only reason this issue is because it came out?
Well, yeah.
If it didn't come out, would it still be an issue?
I would know about it. You can't be upset about something you don't know.
Yes, trees fall in the forest all the time.
Okay.
But they're never an issue until someone says, oh, a tree fell in the forest.
The problem is that we have this friend group where somebody gonna spill the beans.
Regardless of the friend group.
Okay.
So, for example, you're an attractive woman. You're a beautiful woman. You're sexy as hell.
Thank you.
When you guys go out, you have a group of pretty women that you hang out with.
Yes.
I have to have some reasonable expectation that men are going to be attracted to your friend group.
Yeah, that's
now, the reason why I want to know is because I'm building a case file. Mm-hmm. Okay, every time Neosha goes out, she gets hit on.
Right.
I want to lessen the amount of hitting on that's happening to you. Now, even though that might be impossible. Okay, that's fine. But I got to figure these things out because I need to know how to best protect you, how to prevent certain things, how to protect you.
But you can't really.
No, I can't. But I need to know these things.
Okay, that's fair.
Why do you need to know about a situation that I already took care of and handled?
Because we're talking about privacy and secrecy, right?
No, we're talking about honesty and transparency.
Okay, honesty and transparency, to me, they go together.
They're not the same thing.
You're not being transparent, which means that you're not being honest. If I say, hey, babe, how was your day? Did you have a good time tonight with the guys?
Great time. Drinks was flowing. Music was dope. Conversation was nice. Everything was cool.
A week go by. Mm-hmm. We hang up with some friends, some mutual friends, and one person says, oh, man, Jason still got it. You know, he had this chick hanging on his, was talking to him. Okay. All right. And then so exactly you making that face. And then I'm looking at this nigga like, oh, so you didn't tell me that part. Right. So then it looks like you have something to hide rather than come home. Hey, babe. Hey, how was your time? I don't expect you to jump right into that. Be like, hey, just so you know, we was at the bar. This chick tried to approach me. I was going to let you know. So now when we go out with our friend group or friends that we hanging around, associates, whatever, and they bring it up, I don't feel caught off guard.
You shouldn't feel caught off guard anyway.
I would absolutely feel caught off guard. And we would have a problem.
It's what they say. It's called a nothing burger. It's a non-issue. It's a non-starter.
To you, everything's an issue for women. Like, what do you mean?
You.
Okay, everything's an issue for me then.
Listen, here's what I'm saying to you. If I tell you about it the night it happens versus you hear about it the week later.
Don't let me hear about it. I'm letting you know right now. I'm telling him on camera in real time. Don't let me hear about it. It is better for you to come home, be honest. Even if you think it was nothing, I prefer to be in the know, because if we go somewhere and somebody bring it up, about, oh, Jason had this hot chick talking to him, we gonna have a problem. So learn from this podcast that we're having right now. Okay? Do we understand each other? Hopefully we can, agree.
Okay. There you have it. Transparency versus honesty. Yeah. Two different things.
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Here's another big one.
All right.
Because in every aspect of your life, when you make a big purchase, a big decision, you want to know the history of that thing that you're about to embark on. When we bought this house,
Yes.
we got an inspection done.
Yep.
Every car we bought, you pulled up a Carfax.
Yeah.
When you get your spouse,
They got to go over the Carfax.
should you go over their whole facts?
Wait. Men, okay. Because whole facts can go both sides.
Both
right?
ways. I didn't say it was a woman
Okay,
thing.
I just want to be clear.
Men can be hoes.
More so than women, but okay.
No, I
let's
ain't
go.
go that far.
That's a whole nother segment.
Why is it such a problem? And this is privacy versus secrecy.
Okay.
Why is it such a problem to ask you about your history? It don't necessarily need to limit itself to sexual partners.
Okay.
But if you're willing to share, hey, have you been married? Sure, I've been married. You got any kids? Yeah. How many
Yeah.
men you been with? If I want to know, if it bothers me,
Okay, so I don't think that I do feel like you should be able to ask those questions. I think it's the timing, right? So for me, if I'm going on a date with you and we're on a second date, you don't need to know about my past histories and how many men that I've been with. Not right now. I'm not saying that you can't ask me later on as we're developing, as we're growing, as we're getting closer into having a relationship. Then you can start intimacy, right? When we're going to share our bodies. Absolutely. You can ask me any questions that you want, right? But I don't feel it. I do feel that it's based off of timing. Okay. So
I disagree.
That's my thought.
I disagree.
All right.
I'm gonna say something, and these women that's watching this are gonna crucify me. Okay, and they're gonna want to castrate me.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Okay.
We live in this era where empowerment and confidence
Right.
within women is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Except when I ask you the question about how many men you've been with. Now all of a sudden, you clam up, and it's none of my business. Now, if I ask you about how many businesses you started, if I ask you about how many degrees you got,
Well, that's personal.
it's not personal, because here's the thing.
I'm not saying you shouldn't ask.
I'm going to ask. Give me 1 second. Because you'll answer every other thing.
Okay.
But when I ask you how many men you've been with, I'm going to judge you.
Any normal person would.
No, hold on.
Go ahead.
Not in 2026.
Okay, what do you mean?
If I feel like personally.
Uh-huh.
Now again, this is devil's advocate because we here together.
Yeah.
If I go get with a woman,
Yeah.
or if I'm seeking a woman,
Okay.
1 date, 100 dates, we get to the point where it says, well, tell me about, how many men you've been with in the past. You feel like did you date a lot? Did you, were you having a bunch of one night stands? Like, was it a period of time where you felt like you were not making connections, but you were just sharing yourself around? Just tell me something about yourself.
Yeah.
That woman would get probably pissed off. I would lose her instantly. She'd be turned off, and I'd probably lose her instantly. But this would be the same woman who talks about liberation and freedom of expression and being like, I want the equality of a man. I want to be able to say, hey, yeah, I have free reign over my body like these men do. These men go out here and slang dick everywhere.
But that goes hand in hand with not having to share that information. The freedom to not.
That's secrecy.
Well, yes, but she doesn't owe you anything right now.
She doesn't.
Because she's not in a relationship with you, right?
No.
If you are in a relationship.
But let's say we were. I'm sorry I cut you off.
Yes.
Let's say we get to that point.
Yeah.
We're a few months in.
Yes.
Now we're saying, hey, we're exclusive. And I want to know what kind of car I'm buying, what the history of the car before I buy it. You think it's fair?
Yeah, I do.
I don't think people think it's fair.
I think it's fair to, like I said, it's all about how you ask or phrase it, right? Like, I don't know that there's any easy way to ask
There's
people
not.
their sexual history in particular, because
Why is that so? I keep cutting you off. I'm so sorry. But why is that so taboo? You're just telling me about 2008 when Obama was office and the downturn happened. I had to file bankruptcy, but I rebounded and got back on my feet. And you're telling me all these other things.
Yeah.
When I ask you how many men you've been with,
it's a touchy subject.
why?
I think it's a touchy subject because they feel like
Embarrassed?
Not even necessarily embarrassed, because it doesn't mean that you've been with 20 men, right?
Then you would just say.
Yes and no. It is privacy, right? We was talking about the fine line between privacy and secrecy.
Now you want privacy.
Right. Well, yes, until okay, so you said that we're in a relationship now. Okay, so you have every right because I'm sharing my body with you.
We let's say we haven't even got that far yet.
Okay, yeah, I still want to know how many partners you've had. I won't lie.
I want to know how many partners you had because what's it called, the my chart?
Yes, people have every right that if you're going to share your body, you have. To me, you should be able to ask those questions, and the person should not be offended by it because you are starting to share your body with somebody, and that is not a light thing. Like, there's all type of STDs and things that's going around. You have every right to ask those questions. I just said that I think that it depends on the timing of the relationship. If we're just dating, you still dating 2 or 3 other chicks, I'm dating 2 or 3 other guys, and we're kind of trying to figure it out. It just depends.
That's why I said we're exclusive.
We're now serious.
We're now exclusive.
You have every right to know how many men I've been with, if you ask me. I have every right to know how many women you've been with because I want to be able to choose, and you should have that right too. I want to be able to choose to say, what do you do with somebody who says, I slept with 50 people? Hold on, wait, excuse me?
Yeah, right? Listen, we have an audience now.
I'm being honest.
We have, hey, wait, real quick.
Yeah, I'm listening.
We have an audience.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm being completely honest.
Go for it.
If you've been with that many people, I'm not judging you, but what I am saying is you should understand that the person that you're about to get into bed with has every right to ask the questions. Where you been? How many people you slept with? Listen, you may have gone through a whole phase, women and men, right? I ain't judging you. But what I am saying is that person does have every right to make an informed decision. An informed decision on what am I getting myself into. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my thought process. That's what I think.
One bad thing for podcasts is to have dead air.
Yes.
Quiet. I don't know how to rebut that. I mean, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But listen, it's one-sided because of course men want to know.
Yeah.
How many men
a woman has slept with.
But also, of course, a woman doesn't want to volunteer that information.
No, we don't. But you have every right to know. If I'm going to be sharing my body, you want me sharing your body with me.
Should you be offended that I ask?
No. Not if we're about to be intimate. If we're talking about having sex with each other, how can I be offended? I'm about to share something incredibly sacred with you.
The young people,
the
old people,
the
people.
Yeah.
The people have the thing called the my chart, right?
Yes,
and that tells you not the amount of sexual history,
right?
But it tells you whether or not you're clean. Yeah. Is that something that you should be sharing upon request?
Yes. I wish more people did though. Like I'm just saying,
like, this is a wild time we live in.
This is the times that we live in, right? Where we're talking about it's so many different types of diseases and STDs. And yes, absolutely. If you are going to be laying down with someone, they have every right to ask all the questions. And guess what? If you don't like it, you don't have to embark on this journey with this person. You could say that he too nosy, or she asking too many questions.
That's fair.
Take your ass on to the next person. You don't have to sit there with that person.
That's fair. Again, but you're not obligated to share anything.
Correct. Yeah. You're not obligated. And if you don't like it, move on. But you cannot get upset. In fact, I admire a person. If I was out here in the dating scene and a guy asked me that, the fact that he's asking me would tell me that he cares about his body. He's asking me because he cares about his body. If he just quick to jump into bed with me, I'd be like, what is nigga been? Like, I don't know where he been.
I honestly,
you know what I mean?
I agree. I honestly do feel like it's more we're afraid of judgment from the other person.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with the audience. Mm-hmm. If I'm dating a woman and she's like, yeah, I had 13 abortions. Yeah. I'm judging you.
You can be turned off from that.
You make poor life decisions.
Yeah. You'll be turned off by that.
I'm going to be incredibly, insanely turned off.
Yeah, which is why people don't want to share that personal information. So, but if you're going to embark on having some type of sexual relations with somebody, having sex with somebody, I absolutely think that you have every right, each partner, right, have every right to know all the details before y'all lay in the bed together. But that's just my thought process.
Before we move on, do you feel like we're speaking from a place of privilege since we've been together so long? Or I'm sorry to cut you off, but sure. Is this the norm? Is this what people are encountering? The reason why they said, don't even bother, because we all in the same boat. We all got sexual partners. We all have a past. None of us want to share our sexual history, our financial history. Mm-hmm. None of us. We should all just come together and meet as we are. I'm
speaking from a place of safety is my thought process, right? I'm not trying to judge people. I'm not trying to judge if you had 50 partners, 10, 3. That's your business. It's not my business. That's fine. He's judging. I'm not. I'm just simply saying
I'm judging if I want to be with you. Not you live your life.
Do what you're gonna do.
Do what you're gonna do, but I ain't gotta be with you.
But what I am saying is that the moment that you decide that you're going to embark on some type of sexual relationship or sexual, interaction with a person, you can't get mad if somebody asks you who you've been with for the past. Have you had sex last week? I want to know that. That's the thing. Like people, but you might have just had sex with somebody three days ago, and now we've been for a short period of time. We've been talking, and now you just had sex with this girl 3 days ago. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need your mic charge don't mean shit right now. I need you to now get a new one, and we're gonna wait a whole 30 days until that stuff come back for my own safety. So that's my thought process. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have anything to say to that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think we need to do a little bit of a homework question.
Wait, before we do that. We need to touch on one last subject.
I think it's going to be my homework question.
Okay, let's see what it is.
It's part and parcel of the privacy versus secrecy, but it's mostly separate.
Okay.
It's the taking trips.
Oof.
Away from your spouse.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out how to ask it. Is it a yes or a no? That's a little bit too vanilla because there's a lot of gray area there.
Yeah.
But taking trips away from your spouse, how do you think people should handle that?
Okay, so I'm going to speak on this, right? It depends on the situation. Okay, so I personally am not a fan of just random trips away from your spouse. I'm not a fan of just random trips.
Random trips away from your spouse.
Random.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, me and the guys was talking at dinner and we thinking about going to Puerto Rico. What the you need to go to Puerto Rico for? What you going to Puerto Rico for? Like, women, what are they going to Puerto Rico for? What are they going to Colombia for? Right? No one's stupid. But what I can say is that if someone is getting married, it's a bachelorette party.
No.
No, hear me out.
I know you're giving too many caveats. You and your girls or me and my guys are going to Brazil.
Yeah, what are you going to Brazil for? Explain. Tell me what good thing can come out of 5 gentlemen hopping on a plane without their wives and going to Brazil. Wait.
I would like to lay some foundation.
Please, I'm so interested in knowing this.
First and foremost, I wholeheartedly believe that you should spend as much time with your spouse as reasonably possible.
I agree with you.
I think for a healthy marriage to persist, you need to seize every opportunity to spend the time with your spouse.
Agreed.
I think that every opportunity where you embark on something new, you find something different, it's best shared with the person that's the love of your life.
I'm listening.
There's going to be times where we have differing interests.
Yes, that makes sense.
Where there's something you may not want to do that I'm really into.
Okay.
As a short example, I'm into anime and Nintendo and all types of stuff. I feel like it'd be really cool to go to Japan one day.
Okay.
Now, I also have 3 children who would probably love Japan.
Oh, God, I would love it. Yeah.
And the truth of the matter is, I have an amazing wife who, even if she wasn't into freaking Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, you would love to be around me.
It's an experience.
Because it's an experience that you would love to do.
For sure.
But my guy was like, yo,
yeah,
I got 2 tickets to Japan. My wife don't want to go.
Okay.
All inclusive, all expenses paid. Do you want the other ticket? In my mind, I'm like, absolutely, I want the ticket to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we've never been to Japan together. You've been overseas.
Yeah.
You've been. Everybody knows her history.
I've traveled.
She traveled.
Yeah.
We never been overseas together. I would like for my first time to go to Japan.
Right, but it's an opportunity.
But it's an opportunity to go.
Yeah. So those are the caveats that I'm speaking about. Okay.
Now you know I like Japan.
Yes.
If my guy was like, "Yo, I got a ticket to Brazil, all expense paid." Can I go to Brazil?
Your ass is not going.
There's no reason to go to Brazil. So you get everything comes
to Brazil. We're not doing it. Sorry.
There's certain caveats, right?
Yeah, you forfeit that. I'm sorry. You forfeit Brazil, Colombia.
Brazil's got beautiful beaches.
Hold on.
I'm coming. It's got beautiful beaches and these, great sights to see.
I'm listening.
I don't want to be on a beach with my nigga. So about, yeah, bros, get some Mai Tais, right?
Yeah, because it's okay.
That's a trip for me and my wife.
Yes. Yeah.
There's these exotic places like that. Mm-hmm. There's no reason I should be going to these exotic places with my guys.
Absolutely not. So that's why I said that those are the caveats, right? Like, you don't need, 5 guys don't need to be taking their ass to Brazil. It's the same thing for women, right? Like, you see all these exotic places in Jamaica with these guys and they 6-packs and they do these massages in the forest and shit, right? Like, can you imagine? I'm like, oh, me and my girls is going to Jamaica.
You thought.
Exactly.
You thought.
I'm like, oh, we're going to go get this massage. You be like, oh, it's a massage. No, it's not a regular massage. This is a massage with these guys in the forest. It's totally different, right?
I'm really trying to figure out what you're going there for. Like this was supposed to be separate from this topic, but it's a little bit of privacy versus secrecy.
Yeah.
Because what are you going to these places where these men and women are that you can't do with your spouse?
Okay, so here's my thing. And I'm not saying that I don't think that spouses should not go on trips. The place matters. Also, the company you keep matters.
That's a big one.
The company you keep. Listen, we all have friends, right? And I have friends who are just in the streets. Okay. And I ain't gonna name no names. But there's some girls that I know and I love them to death, but they're in the streets. And I know that when I go hang out with them, they are going to be in the streets. Okay. I know that as a married woman, like you said, I have beautiful friends. Okay. I already know that we're going to attract a certain type. We're going to attract a lot of men. There's no need for me to be in the club at 3 a.m. in the morning because I'm a married woman. There's just certain caveats to that. If my friend is getting married, hey, babe, we don't really do bachelorette parties like that. But, and same with you. I don't want you to miss it if it's one of your homeboys, right? Like it's one of your boys. Like as much as I'm not into certain things, I'd be like, hey, this is just one of those things I'm going to have to suck up my pride and let you roll because you should be able to.
Yeah.
And it's somebody you care about.
Yeah. So this is where I get called a simp, right? Because my boy is like, yo, we should go to Vegas one day. Mm-hmm. Let's go wild out. Mm-hmm. It sounds cool on surface.
Yeah.
There's technically nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Vegas is not terrible.
I'm not a gambler.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
So I detest gambling. I hate gambling.
I love gambling.
I hate gambling.
I don't, but I love gambling.
I absolutely hate it. I detest it. It's deplorable to me.
Gotcha.
Gambling is horrible.
It's so fun. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I don't go to Vegas to gamble.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So now am I going to Vegas to see some shows, some residency? If Usher and Chris Brown is having a residency there, it'd be cool to see them. Mm-hmm. But again, that's an experience I want to
do with your wife.
Do with my wife.
Yeah.
Right? I'd rather wait for them to come to the Kia Center and go there.
The thing is that we can also go back. I don't want you to always feel like you have to miss out. Mm-hmm. Like we can't go back, right? So if it's a show or like one of your boys is like, hey, let's go to Vegas for the weekend. Hey, I got these tickets. I would absolutely feel comfortable with you going.
What am I going to do?
Matter of fact, I would encourage you. You'll find something to do. Listen.
I don't want to go to nowhere. Have to find. That's when this shit hits a fan. We got to go somewhere and find something to do.
Well, that's why the company you keep matters, right? I can tell you this: if me and my girls take a girls trip, most times girls trips are innocent. We're not looking to try to get into nothing. Matter of fact, we're going to be so far away from men. We're not, unless of course you have the younger girls or young women who are looking for that type of attention. But the women who are established in their 40s and just like we have,
y'all the worst.
No, I mean, listen, I ain't saying we're going to not have fun. I'm not saying that. But our fun is going to be more calculated, right? Like if I'm married, and most of the time I'm hanging with married women, we're going to do married women things. We're going to go to a Michael Jackson concert in Vegas if we're in Vegas. We might go to the casino. We might go to a spa. We're going to go to the beach.
I don't think you're going to a Michael Jackson concert.
No, listen, first of all, I've talked to a lot of these
You're not going to
friends.
a Michael Jackson
concert. I mean like a Michael Jackson what is it?
Oh, I just said like an impersonator. I got you. Okay, my bad. I'm an asshole.
They have the impersonators.
Yeah, I got you. I'm an asshole. I'm stupid.
No, you good. That heard that they have amazing ones.
They're probably fire.
Oh my God. And my friends are like, we gotta go. So I would love to go to one, right? Mm-hmm. So those are some of the things that I feel like we would get into. So I just don't know, as far as guys are concerned, like, what are you guys gonna be doing?
My boy is very good.
Yeah.
At being able to differentiate between what's appropriate, what's inappropriate.
Yeah.
The hang up is here in my own head.
Okay.
Because if I feel like I'm going to see, a lot of people don't know, Penn and Teller, they're a magic duo. I don't know if they still exist anyway.
Gotcha.
They're world renowned.
Okay.
David Copperfield, David Blaine, whatever, right? They have these residencies, these dope shows in Vegas that you could only see there.
Okay.
It's like, damn, I really wish my wife was here to see this.
Yeah.
I'm glad I get to experience this with my homies.
Yeah.
But I really would like for my wife to be here because this is something we're going to talk about 5 years from now.
We can go. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want you to be able to have your own individuality.
I have friends who are adventurous. I have friends who are like, they want to go out. They want to be outside.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I get it.
Yeah.
In a different world, like I do okay with money, right? In a different world, bro, we'd be outside.
I think that you should.
My priority is my family. It just is.
Okay, I understand.
I'm sorry, I got tunnel vision when it comes to my family.
So that's where I come in, right? As a spouse, right? So my thought process is, let me be that, not the determining factor for you, but if you know that you really want to go, and I come to you and be like,
I don't really want to go.
Not saying that you do. I'm not saying that you do. However, that if you decide that let's say it is something that you really want to do, but you're like, I'm hesitant because I don't want to leave my family, right? I think you should allow the spouse to be the determining factor. If it's something that you definitely want to do, but you're hesitant in doing, I think you'd be surprised that a lot of times that the spouse is like, I want to see my partner happy.
That's
like,
true.
Go for a weekend. It's not going to hurt anything. I got the kids. I can hold it down for a weekend. It's okay. So I trust you, because the truth of the matter is that the trust factor has to be there first.
Yeah.
I trust you, and I don't care even if it was Brazil. Am I a fan of you going to hop on a plane and go to Brazil? I don't think that there's a need. However, hear me out. We already discussed that. However, I can't sit here and say that I would not trust you. I trust you wholeheartedly that you would know how to behave in Brazil. Not even a little bit concerned. Not even a little. Just to let you know, give you your cookies, your flowers.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I too trust you. Mm-hmm. Your ass ain't going to Brazil. Yeah. I don't care how much I trust you. Your ass is not going to Brazil for what you going to Brazil for?
So can we agree that it just depends on, 1, circumstances.
Circumstances is a big one.
2, location.
Location is a huge one.
And 3, the company that you keep.
And the company that you keep.
Bam.
I can agree with that.
Okay. All right then.
All right. All right. That's a good stopping point.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, this has been episode 4 of the Real Vows podcast.
Yes.
Please do us a favor. The feedback also has been amazing.
Yes.
Our views are steadily increasing, growing, climbing. So thank you guys for that. Hopefully this was informative. Hopefully it was entertainment. And thank you so much for joining me here for episode 4.
For sure.
Privacy or Secrecy. If this is always too much for you to watch on YouTube in one sitting, we're on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music,
TikTok,
Instagram.
Go follow us.
Yeah. Subscribe, like, do all the things.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you. Episode 4 of the Real Vows podcast. Jason.
It's a wrap. It's Neosha.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much. Peace.